What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Loading in. So this morning, I was trying to think of how to do some belt magic over here. So we're gonna end up with a lot of wood, right? We're gonna end up with a lot of planks specifically that we just won't know what to do with. Now the cool thing is basically all of this Jupiter setup is built on planks. Obviously that takes planks directly at 120 per minute. These pulleys, to actually get 60 per minute, you need another 120 per minute of pulleys. And then for these gears, guess what? You only need 60 per minute. So basically you need one belt at 60, two belts at 120 each. So if you think about it, you end up with 5 streams of 60. It's pretty simple to do. It took me a minute to realize I could send, because it's really easy to get 6 streams. So if we go back to some of our belt math, right, if I have one stream coming in, and then I'm going to divide it in half. I think that's enough room. Let's see. Divide it in half. And then, okay, I need to now divide it into thirds. So let me bring it down one, and then we'll basically divide it into thirds. So now we have this right here, and I could do this right here just to save a little bit of space. It goes like this. That's perfectly divided, right? So these are very balanced except for this minor bit of extra belt. Well, so what happens here, right? Like you have a little bit of you have 6 belts, but you only need 5 of these, and 5 of these are perfectly even. You know, you combine 2 of these back together, 2 of these together, and then you have a 5th one to make your gears with, right? 2 feed it directly, 2 feed pulleys, 1 makes gears. What do you do with this one? Well, it took me talking to an AI to remind me. I just do this basically. I just feed it into itself. Like this is our line in, and then that basically feeds itself. And then now that extra 1/6 that you fed in will just get redivided back into these 1/6. So it'll feed itself a little bit, but you're always going to end out with the exact right amount. You know, so one of these makes gears, the other 2 get combined back together, you know, and then you end up with exactly the ratio you need. So one of these I feed directly to the Jupiter, one of these I make gears with, or sorry, this one I make gears with, this one I make pulleys with. And then obviously for pulleys, you need to work on this setup. I need to collapse this down. Again, not balanced because I don't know why it's not balanced. This side, are those working? Those are, maybe I do that as well, just to make sure that, because it felt like those were imbalanced, so I was trying to balance that a little bit, but this side is blocked up because, am I missing a belt in here? I think I'm missing a belt. Planks come over. I think what I was doing was, this one was only feeding those 2. And if I take some off of the belt, or if I take these out of here, that's a little bit easier. And then I'll feed them back in over here. I mean, that'll flood it, but just for some reason these are unbalanced for a while, or for a reason. Maybe this got stuck with, nah, because I should be filtering advanced fertilizer. Okay. I want to make a condensed version of these because basically everything we're about to start doing is going to really produce a lot of extra. Like I already have extra here, you know, so it's really, I want to be able to basically have this, and then, I know, I'd probably put like a priority splitter up here, so if these belts fill up, then it just feeds another one of these, and I copy this again. You know, and then if that fills up, it feeds another one. Or I just, you know, I divide it at the very beginning. Okay, I have 3. This is 1 Jupiter assembly right here. You know, and then if I know this is going to be backing itself up, I can split it, you know, and make another one of these, or do the priority splitter, because I kind of want, it doesn't really matter too much. As long as these are even, it won't necessarily back up, but obviously I want to be able to flood it so that it's working at full throughput. Like right now, this one is probably working twice as hard. I mean, I don't have more pulleys, but if you're limiting the amount of planks that are coming in, and then you're able to easily scale this up by just adding another one, or have, you know, 5 stacks of these, So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I was excited by that. I wanted to visualize some of the belts. So obviously this belt, I can shorten it a little bit, and to keep it, yeah, it doesn't really matter which one. I might do that belt, and then this one would be like my gear gear setup. That would just feed itself quickly, and then it would get divided again. Okay, I like it. It's not too complicated. And then these setups. So this, I can probably stack these because I'm gonna have planks on one side that'll get split in two, and it'll feed 2 sets of 3 grinders. So basically I just need to redesign these slightly to where, so this one, it's sort of like this, but I would probably stack these 2 things, and I might double stack these, so these 2 are on top of each other, and then they feed one way and the other way up to a 3rd story and for a 4th story of these. And then obviously I could put all of this on top of these. So I might take it to where this setup is sort of my base, and then I'll put some supports across that. Let's take a look at what sizes we have. So I think it would be these. Those look like they would work out perfectly. Like there's one gap there to the right, and then there's one gap here where my mouse is, so I could put my supports there, and then I can build that. So let's start with this then, since I got this part figured out. Okay, copy. Let's go over here. Fertilizer, yeah, I'll have to deal with that, but let's get our supports down. So for these, obviously, maybe not obvious, but that also fits that way. So what I can do, because I need to get, I always forget exactly. Actually, let's copy each of our sections, and then we can figure out, because this is going to be linen threads, I believe. So this is sort of the next section. Yeah, I could probably get it to where I don't need a bridge over those plants, and then I can make this much more dense. I just gotta make sure I get my belts correct between each layer. Alright, like these outputs, because those are inputs. Do I want to split it? So, because right now I have 4 outputs. Output 1, output 2, output 3, output 4. Obviously I can combine these 2, and there's enough belt speed, so I might do that. I can collapse this down a little bit by basically doing this, bringing all of this over by 1, and then if I think about, well, yeah, I don't need to collapse it down this way because I need support over here anyway, and actually I'll probably bring it so that the outputs, so let's do this, and then these outputs are actually going to go this way, and then I'll elevator up from that side. Let's do that. These outputs will go this way because I have a little bit more room over here. So those outputs basically can go this direction because I need to elevator up, and these plants I can't build, you know, these I can build 1 story up basically, but these plants it's like 6 stories before you can build over them. Okay, and then so fertilizer input for this, and then the wood's gonna come much later, but basically these I can, so right now supply, so that might be an issue. I may have to wrap these around. If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna put these on the inside, so let's do this button, and then I'll go like that, and take that off. It's either that, or because I have an extra space, I just bring them down by 1, and then I could, it still gets in the way. Either way, I have to elevator up 1 extra, or I come over here and I basically ramp up and down. Is that my little ramp? That's my little ramp. That's too big of a ramp. Yeah. This elevator up and down. And then, oh, Oopsie, that goes away. This is coming in, transform. Actually, because it's gonna be at the second story, that doesn't quite work. Because that's gonna get elevated up. I think that's frustrating. Oh, we just go this way. That's even simpler.
Oh.
That's okay. It's early morning. I literally woke up early because I was thinking about this belt division. Okay, so what we do is we change this direction. Change this direction. Those will come back through this way. Okay. I got it. I'll get there. I'll come up with the elegant solution. Let me delete that. This one goes this way. I just like to start outside of the belt. Okay, that'll work. And then this is a very simple elevator up. So elevator transform up to, I'm gonna need it to be, if I do lab stands, I can just go directly onto that level. And then I need to make sure all of my supply, which I think is on this side, yeah, all of that supply. And then ideally what I want to do is like this, where I have it dividing perfectly. Again, I want to try, I know this is not dividing perfectly, but I think what's happening here is I have a little bit extra grinder output. So these grinders, this won't back up, even though this division is poorly done. These won't back up because there's extra grinder throughput than there is plant throughput. The plants are 210, these grinders are 110, 210. Yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's go look at this. Maybe that's what's messing me up. Oh, these are now 240. These are 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, that is not accurate. Okay, I can increase. Well, I think I sized it specifically for these. Yeah, that's right. There's extra supply. So the goal here is to make these even, right? So I need 60 per minute of these, which is 4 of these very nicely, right? 15. And then basically I just need to make sure there's enough behind it, right? So I need 60 minute of rope. 60 minute of rope is 3. I think this is a little bit extra. No, this is perfect, yeah. 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, right? So it's 60 per minute of rope. 60 per minute of rope requires basically 120 threads. If I divide that in half, each half needs to be 60. So 20, 40, 60 of those. And that just basically means I need, again, 3 times this, 180 of those. So this is why it's backing up. Yeah, so 180 is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. Maybe I add an extra just to make sure that this is always backed up. Because I don't mind. These are feeding from the outside. I gotta go. Oh, those are feeding from the inside. These are feeding from the outside. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, it's all backwards. I'm gonna fix that on the next one. So I think what I'll do is I will go ahead, because there is extra output here. I just basically want each of these stages to back up. So I want those to back up. I would rather have more grinder throughput and always guarantee that these are backed up. Again, like if I'm feeding it enough wood to theoretically, right, I'm going to size it based on, you know, this needs 120 per minute. 3 of these times, you know, 30, 60, 90, 120. So we'll size it based on that. But so we will, because it's just a little hole here. So let's add this back in, fix the belt. Let's add this back in, fix the belt right here. Okay, so that'll give me a little bit extra, which is fine. And then this is an issue. I need to flip these around. And then my whole belts, I knew something was different, so I'm glad I went and double checked, because I may have missed that. Then I need to rotate these. Can I transform? It's not that big a deal. No, because I need that to be in the middle. So I do need to at least transform this one, because I need that to be in the middle for this belt division. Because I need basically that that belt there in the middle to divide by 3. I don't really mind that this side is like this, and then this one has got to go that way. Oh, is that broken over on my other system? No, because I have it doing funky stuff. That's right. All right, let's see how we did for the day. Oh, I totally forgot. Oh, my bad. I totally clicked through that. I totally forgot I have these now. What does this do? This is, I mean, I know what it does, but this is an advanced grinder. Here, I'm gonna mess with this live. I'm gonna put a grinder there, belt it down like that. I'm gonna take out that grinder. Let's put this guy in. Let's see, 40 a minute. Okay, I think we're gonna switch that because we want. Well, it doesn't really matter. I have to have these anyway. I think I'm gonna leave that design over there alone. These take up a lot of space, and this is one of these by itself I don't think is quite enough. 240. How much of this do I need? 612, 120. Dude, actually, I could combine this down to one plant. I didn't even realize that. 612, 120. That would be just enough, though. But I like things being very neat and perfect, so let's see. Just double checking my math. I still have to have 6 of these. I still have to have 6 of those, but I can feed it from one plant. So my upper stories is still going to be a little bit bigger, but this changes this quite a bit. So I can. Ooh, I like it. Okay, I like it. I don't necessarily want to throw all this away. I'm just going to throw it away. It's fine. It's fine. It's all in the name of progress. That all goes away. Okay. These go away. Yeah, that's fine. This goes away. This is going to change. And then what we'll end up doing is like this, and then awesome guys. It's not like I necessarily... Oh, I can do some... I need to do... If this is going to be perfect, I need this to be perfectly divided. And then I still like the idea of back feeding towards the middle, so I can still... If I need to, I'll have to move it down by 1. Or I'm going to have room here, because these have got to go up 1. And then if need be, I should have a little bit of space here to belt up. Or I can maybe put a hole in the middle. I could maybe have a hole in the middle. I don't want it to be this tall. Okay, let's do the math on these to figure out how many of these we need real quick. So these are 40, and then 6. I need 120, so 3 per side. So 3 per side. So 6 total. 6 total. Okay, that's actually could be okay. How wide is this? Those are too wide. So that's 4, 8. It's already 9 wide. Maybe I do it that way. Then I put 6 there, and then my input will just come from the bottom this time. Let's try this. So we'll do. I need a little bit of room for the belt. Oh yeah, this is going to be kind of centered, so that's fine. I can center that, so it'll divide in half, then divide in thirds. I'll adjust the belt here in a second, but that'll divide in thirds, and then this will divide in half. It doesn't really matter which side it's on. Okay, so that is how that'll work, and then it's slightly annoying when it does that, but it's not that big a deal. But I guess this can come down by 1, which means that can come down by 1, so it'll be right here. So yeah, because I'm gonna have belts here no matter what, and then these will combine into an elevator roughly right here.
Set.
Doesn't really matter. I'll just combine it into one elevator. I have the sort of center line right here-ish. This is 9 wide. It's going to be off by 1, so I will make it off by 1. Which direction do I want to go? I'll just go I already have it this way. We'll go this way. Okay. Design details, man. And then I'm gonna have it super compact, so it's gonna go like that. What do my conveyor lifts do? Do I want to have 2 conveyor lifts? No, these are the same speed conveyor lifts, so same as belt speed, 240. And we're running this directly at 240, I believe, because now that my belts are fast enough, and I think that's why I had to split this originally, and why I was doing this weird stuff is because I don't think my belts were fast enough, but they're fast enough now. So 120 per side is 240. 240 on a single belt is doable now. So, okay. Now, essentially, what happens is these are going to get... I'm going to do it the other way. These are all... It's going to hang off that side. Let me make sure this is actually going to work. More specifically, that belt is not going to freak out on me when I... Okay, that does fix itself, which is very nice. And then I just need to go like this. Okay. So that will work. This is the center line. It's off a little because I only need 6 of these, not 7. And then this will fit on top. And then I'm going to have my output come this way from both of these. And then that will elevator up to the 3rd level. So that will elevator up to the 3rd level. Okay. Now the 3rd level... We'll grab that and we'll take a look. So the 3rd level's a lot like the 1st level, except I have 2 outputs on the outside that get combined into the middle, and then the middle are those guys, and then I gotta combine the rope. So we'll pull all of this basically. I'm not gonna need all of this, and I grabbed extra. That's okay. Delete those. Okay. And then these are backwards, so I'm gonna move this stuff because I need some space. That's the wrong move button. Cut and move. Cut and dash. Okay. Alright, let's clean up some belts. I need to rotate these around, or basically just combine them like this. I'll fix the belts. Fix the belts. So these have an output coming this way, and of course I gotta fix those. Okay. And then these will have an input actually coming this way. Okay. Let me fix those. These will have an output. Actually, I'm gonna have to do all of these. Let's just do that while we're here. These have an input. Oh, why backwards? Backwards, why? Oh, because I just hopped it, which is not what I want, so go like that, and then I'll just do this and do one of these, because I want them to be mirror of each other, so these all kind of point at each other. Not that it matters, it's just aesthetics. I didn't do it over here, but I could fix it. And guess what? Now it's fixed. Now they look matchy. Okay. Input. Just get these belts to cooperate. Okay. This one is gonna be pernickety. Oh, that's why. Because Mr. Dummy over here is trying to tell me something, and I'm like, what's going on? Because my belt, that would have been a disaster. Trying to figure that out. I probably should go grab some materials and just double check it's working everywhere. That seems smart. Look at it. These are coming out. I think this does do what I think it does. Yeah, this is showing me belt directions and stuff. That one's splitting, that one's coming in. Okay, so that is a way to double check your belts. Coming in. Oh, I gotta build these. Coming in. Extra belts. I mean, technically these are all extra now, because these will just have elevators. These will plug right into the elevators. Let's go ahead and move these up, I guess. So this is 7 wide, and that will not plug in. Did I math my math wrong? I mathed my math wrong. I did not count very well. Oh, because I have an extra, so it is all matchy-matchy. I have an extra, so we put some nab stands over here. And it might bug me, so... Oh no, cause there's still not a middle. Yeah, that's correct. I knew there wasn't a middle. Adding 1 makes a true middle. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 6, 7, 8. I still need 1 more. That's the issue. I was totally off, so... How big is it this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm only sighing a little bit because 6 wide is 6 long, and then I can turn it. It's still gonna be 9 wide, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I already got this built, and I don't have this pulling from this side anyway. And let me see if this fixes itself. I guess I just make it 9 wide. Oopsie. I want lab stands. I was thinking about, I don't know, that's 6 wide. I could turn it and it would go this way, but then it'll be, no, I think this is okay. I like it kind of squat like this and wide, because I'm gonna have wood. Wood will probably feed, I might have a couple of cannons, like 3 cannons, or maybe 4 receivers, all adding it together, and then I'll split it down, because I'm probably going to have different mushroom stations feeding these things, and then I need to make sure there's enough of these. I guess that's the other thing to think about, is I could make it like a star pattern where, because I'm eventually going to combine all this together. This is just pulleys. Pulleys is the most complicated, versus, because this is all one, kind of excluding this. That's my wood thing. That'll get separate, but this assembly, it's going to get a little bit more narrow, but this whole assembly is just pulleys. Versus this assembly, that's gears, right? Ignore those table saws, but... And then these will probably get collapsed down to like 1 grinder, but I still have to have these gears here. And then... What is that? That's pulleys, yeah. So it's really just these 2 assemblies, so... I could have... Basically, what I might do is stack gears on top of this stuff. So maybe I stack gears over here. We'll see. Okay. I'm getting an idea, because I love the idea. I would love the idea of basically having this all 1 unit, even if it's a little bit taller, because then it's pretty easy to plop down 1 unit. I know how much it takes up. The other I had a feeling. I guess I needed to do this before the day ends. Okay, random request. Good. These are downstairs, and I have enough steel gears on me, so turquoise we now have down... Oh no, I didn't bring... Oh, it's over here. That's right. I was like, I thought I brought it down here for this exact purpose. And then pulleys are right here. I mean, I have some extra upstairs. That's enough, that's enough. Okie dokie. So the idea is basically if it's compact enough, and these are going to have basically... All of these are going to be too high, so I can go a little bit taller if needed. But basically this is going to squat together. These will be on the third production level. These are too high, so 1, 2, 3. These have got to be taller. I'll put these in after, and they got to get moved over anyway. But I think it'll be about 7 tall, and then when I put... If I can squeeze it in, if I can put the gear assembly on top of this, or maybe next to it, maybe I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna make sure I have as much space over on one side as possible, so I could potentially fit my gears. So I could potentially fit my gear assembly. So what I want to do is basically I need to divide by 2. Maybe I can put it. Oh no, that'll work. Okay. I don't have the right thing selected, but I'll fix it here. Oh, I think I just figured out how to do my pipe selection. Okay, I want a T. That'll come here, so 6 will divide in half. 6 for my belts down here at the bottom. Number 6 is why I keep saying that, if you didn't pick up on that. So now this is nicely in line over here, and then I'm doing divide by 2, so 50%, 50%, and then divide by 3, so that's perfectly balanced. And this is in line over here. Now 6, 7, 8, I need one more set of stands over here. Do I want to use this ground floor space? Maybe. Okay, we're gonna do this. I like having each of these layers, so this is 9 wide. I can still feed it off of the middle. I can just move this, so I need to move these belts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hey, guess what? That was in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, because I need one more over here. So maybe not in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. I was like, I thought I had to move it. There's no way. That math ain't mathin', bro. Okay, so this gets moved over by 1, and then I need to make sure these belts working correctly. Let's hover over them. Those are both pointing in. Those are pointing to the elevator. Okay. So those are working. I'll go ahead and cover these up because I don't really have room to build down there, but I do have room to build over here if I want to put like some grinders down on the bottom level. Maybe the wood comes over here to the right and then they get ground underneath and then come up to the next level. So we're gonna go experiment with the grinder. Yesterday I messed up. I accidentally clicked through here at the end. So I'm gonna pause here and we'll look at our math. I've been hitting 400, but it looks like I'm easily over 3. So 318 versus 236. So right now we're putting 13 silver per belt out. I didn't sell any Jupiters. Those sell for 30 silver if I do have some out. Let's see how that's doing actually. Yeah, they're adding there. I don't really need any money, so I'm gonna let them all flow into here. And then the other thing we're doing is I'm backing up my research for now, so I still just have 1 point. So I haven't gained another one yet, but it's gotten me closer. Each one of these only has 10 experience basically, so you know it's got to put another 1.5 relics in here before I get my next experience point. But slow progress, steady progress. Once I make more of these, I could sell them in the shop a little bit more regularly, and I can have some extras go into the altars. Okay, so this is working, and then the outputs of those, so I need this to be basically getting output from 9 wide. So this is, what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these will come in. Those are inputs, right? Yeah, so these will come in like this. Again, I have an extra belt here, but it's gonna come in like that technically. Okay. And then this one will come in like this. Okay. So now these should be, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, good. Okay. I think these will plug in just fine when I have my elevator. So basically it'll go like this, and then I'll just put it down here to remind myself. And then it has to go up 2, because these are too high, and I'm gonna have to bridge these. So these will require one of these. This is 10 wide this way, or I don't know if I want to do that. But this would mean I would just have basically, I would have an extra wasted thing for supports on this side, or I give myself one more space over here to do gear production down here. And I do want to keep these belts perfectly divided. I could collapse this down actually. No, because I need that triple division to go in the middle, unfortunately. I was thinking I could divide by 2 up here and then feed it, but that won't be perfectly divided. The other thing, these aren't perfectly divided either, so I need to fix this to go like, so I need to fix this to go like this. This will go like this. Okay, yep, there we go. So this will go like that, and then it will go like that. Okay, and then the output of these basically need to feed these, so I have this basically so I can divide by 2. You put this over here. Oh, that's a transform. I don't want that. Actually, that's a good point. So once I put this down, I might be at the right height to bridge over all of it. So let's put down a little tester here. This side's light. We're gonna take you out. Put down a big guy because I need to see what the outputs are. And feed it 20 a minute versus 10, so it just doubles it. How much is it? Because this is like, I guess that makes sense. So it just doubles it. Whatever it was, it doubles it. So that will sort of mess up my math. So 20 for these, I need 10, 20, 30. Sort of messes it up. So I'm going to end up with 6 of these. Again, I kind of want to feed it from one side anyway. So I'm going to have 6 of these feeding all of these gear boxes, gear productions. Let's copy these. Yeah, this is not enough to like hide. Oh man, I mean I can combine these in the middle, so let's fix these. Oh, okay, let's test this. I stuck myself. Let's do this, get unstuck. Oh, they throw me way down here. Hey, I just found a shortcut. So guess what, if you're anywhere in your base and you want to come back down to here very fast, just push the get unstuck button. So instead of making 90 silver by selling these in the shop, we're going to make 180. And I am getting dinged, I think, by not having these in the shop. Let's see if there's other stuff I'm missing. And again, as a tip and trick, for some reason, basically between the priority splitter and this box, 2 things are basically inside the belt inside of here. So even though this looks full, it still fits 2 more of these inside of this little belt. So it looks full, but I was confused why these relics weren't going into the knowledge. It's because it takes this plus 2 more to fill it up when you have it built like this. Okay, let's sell these for lots of money. I could probably start buying some property, but let's look at belts. So these are 13 silver. What I really should be doing is, like, these things are ridiculous. Like, if that's all 13 silver, it's not. But I really should put some catapults in here to get all of that, especially once it's 13 silver. That's just way too much money on a belt, but I don't want to fix that right now. I want to fix this by deleting this level, getting fertilizer, or actually getting to my vitality potion stairs. But I don't really need to, but I really want to fix this first. Okay, we need to flip these around. I want to make these all match. These, I could combine these down. Just thinking about some Tetris abilities here. So these are nice because these are 6 and 6. They just fit on top of each other, but they take up 9 wide. Right, so it takes up this whole square right here, basically. But the other thing I need to do, which I'll put, whatever, let's put it here, dancing around this hole. We need 6 of these. I believe I said 20, 40, 60, 120. Yeah, because these are 10, 20, 30, 60. Oh, maybe it was just 3 of those. Let me go double check. Oh yeah, it was just 3. These are, yeah, those are 20 each. I guess what I should be doing is shooting those back to there to feed these. Let's do that. I'll do that. I want catchers. Let's get rid of all of this. It's gonna give me some extra logs. Let's turn these off. And then I'm gonna switch the belt direction, but can I? Yeah, because they'll still feed 2 of them, but yeah, this is just getting logs from that side, so that one thing turns it off, which is fine. And then basically I'll put catchers here and here. I just want to optimize this while we're here. This is going to give me a lot of these, but that's fine. I need to move this button. I need to move this over 1, and then I can put 1 here. And then the other thing I guess we're going to test is, I think I looked at that before. I can't do that. I can stick one. I don't really want to block that. Let's just do this. There's lag there. Okay, I'll just go like that. And then I have enough space to do this, so I need some of these to go like that, and then basically go like that, and then we're gonna add this, like this, okay, and then these, where is this? This target's right there, this target is right there, okay, and then we're gonna switch the belt direction. No, we're gonna switch the belt direction. We've gotta switch this belt direction. Okay, so that can now feed all three of these. This thing can only feed the left two, which is fine, you know, and this will feed all three. Okay, anyway, so 60 of those is enough for these because it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I only need 3 grinders, which is nice. So what I was thinking about is I still may want to have those over here, but I might be able to put some of this assembly, because this output basically is all I need. That output feeds this directly, right? So those are all I need to make that work. Yeah, the other thought process I had is I could stack these so that they're too high. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's 12 wide. 12 wide. Or I could triple stack it, and then it's 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 wide, triple stacked. I think I like that idea better. 8 wide, triple stacked. And then I would have a grinder on each level if I wanted. 1 grinder on each level would feed. Yeah, that would be perfectly balanced. And then I would just need a divide by 3 belt, and it would feed each level. And these grinders would work perfectly. Let's do that quick little prototype. So I'm gonna just start with these. Let's start with these. These are kind of already nicely balanced this way. So basically these I can do a split, because I just need to split in half twice. So that's evenly divided, and then I could fit a grinder. I could fit one of these right here, and then that would be perfect. So that will perfectly feed these evenly. So splits in half, splits in half, splits in half. So that's perfect. And then an output. I don't mind if the outputs get combined. These, I'm thinking, again, these would stack up. And how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 wide. Right now I have 3 wide over here, 3 wide over here, so those stick out just a little bit. Would it be better to... That'll stick out regardless. I do want this belt division to be perfect. Is there a different way to do this? I would have to... No. Because either way, like whether that's there, that's over here, to do the belt division perfectly, I have to be 1 out this way. So this is just going to be 5 wide. It's still better than, slightly better than 8 wide. And then it's 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 long. 8 long, and this is 9 long, so I could put these up here. If I do it up here, then I have... Again, this area is unused. There's not too much I can put down here. I could put my... Yeah, let's... I'm gonna pause for a bit. I need to get some breakfast, and I go... No, I got... Yeah, alright. We'll pause here. We'll see how discombobulated I feel once I come back. Maybe I'll have thought about some cool ideas for this. Those feed in. That one feeds in the middle. I feel like this middle stuff is gonna mess me up eventually. Because this output... Actually, this output might go into an upper level. Maybe I can fit some of this assembly down here. No, because that's gonna mess this up. I could fit... Because that's 8 wide as well. Yeah, at least this is getting me some synergy. These are 8 wide. That is 8 wide. I could put, because that's going to be roughly 3 highs, so I could put these 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of wasted space having this out here because I have this square that's not being used by anything. Like I said, I still have to do my plank division, so maybe I can do my plank division over here and then feed it this way. So because I have to do, maybe I'll bring it over here. I have to do this spaghetti. So let me copy this. So maybe this is what happens over in this corner. Maybe I can like squeeze this in over here and all of this spaghetti happens. I can rearrange it, but this spaghetti could happen down here. You know, I could feed in my logs and then I could have my outputs. You know, I can rearrange this, which is nice. I just need to have basically divide by 3, divide by 2, divide by 3, divide by 3, and then you can recombine them sort of wherever, and then one of them feeds itself. So this area here, I'll highlight. This area here is the critical part, you know, and then you just gotta have one of those come up, 2 of these combine, 2 of these combine, and then this one's gears, this one's pulleys, this one feeds the Jupiter directly. Anyway, so that's the critical part, and then these spaghetti nonsense, I can route it wherever it makes sense. But that might be a good idea. I could use this area down here to do that spaghetti. You know, I could feed in some logs or planks over here. You know, filter them based on this one gets priority, then it goes to the next one gets priority, and then I could star these, right? So this one goes this way, I can have another one going this way, another one going this way, another one going this way. So I can have potentially 4 Jupiter assemblies off of one little input, you know. So logs, planks come in here, you know, and I may have to have multiple catchers to make sure I get enough throughput. Otherwise, maybe that's what I upgrade, because the catapults can't go, or the cannons can't quite go. I need 2 cannons basically to get full belt speed. And then I think these are basically half belt speed. 24 times 5 is 120. So I can have one of these per cannon, and that, you know, it looks jittery, but that's feeding the cannon perfectly, basically. There's no way to like monitor its throughput, but the output of these is 120. The belt does 240, and then the output of this is 120, because 24 times 5, you know, 5 times 20 is 100, 4 times 5 is 20, 120. So that part is very nice. These 5 feed one of these perfectly, and then I could have those shoot basically into individual catchers, and then they can combine together, and then I can do my spaghetti division, you know, combine them all together and then divide it. Well, basically I can combine 2 of them together per spaghetti. This actually would increase, this would back up a little bit, which would mess it up. I may have to, I guess the splitter would go right before. Okay, let's do this next mission, and then I'm gonna, oh, my bad. I guess you could pause the video to see how I did. So let's do our new magic. Guess what? Teleport. Hey, check our mission. Need some healing potions. These are over here. Sorry, over here. Did I grab enough? Because he grabs 100. Did he grab enough? Okay, so, because technically, yeah, I would need to increase my belts by a little bit. Because this is getting, if it's 240, this is getting 1/6 of 240. 6, 12, 24, what is that, 40 per minute coming back in, and that would overload the speed here. So that would not work. I would need to feed this basically back into the priority sorter, but that would still overload the input, which is sort of what I want. I want the input to be overloaded so it can filter out. So this basically needs to go before the priority splitter. I think that's the correct answer here. And then I may end up with a little bit too much. How does that work? I don't know if... because this is... Where's my priority splitter? I have one in here. I think it's down on the ground somewhere. It's down underneath all of this. That priority splitter is down there. You know, I don't know what that belt speed is. This is getting 2 cannons, so theoretically that's 240. And then this is just getting backed up because this is full. And then it's sending all of it out. And some of it's coming to here, and then the rest of it's just going in the trash. Eventually this will clear itself out of logs. Anyway, I could split it, put it into 2 priorities, and then combine it back down. I kind of like that idea. I need to put some of this on the ground so I remember it later. If I had basically, maybe I do it like this, where I could split it in 3 just to make sure, and then combine them back together. Mostly I need to make sure that, I don't know if there's a throughput issue for these or not. Let's see if this is in my, I assume these can go at whatever max speed is. So those aren't really an issue. What I'm thinking about is basically, I don't want to overload these belts, so what I'm thinking roughly is it's going to get a little complicated, but basically, I guess let me move this over. Move like this, and then this one. Like this one can come back here to feed this one, right? And then I can have catchers getting split by 3 going onto different belts, so again, this is not compact by any means. And then I would need different levels as well. You know, I could have different catchers, because essentially I'd try to not combine more than 2 catchers onto one belt, but these, and then I just need to make sure I'm only, well, I can fire, I just fire 2, I just don't want to fire more than 2 cannons into one catcher, but then one catcher can get divided into 3, those 3 could go into these belts, and then basically I'm guaranteeing, so even though this little piece of belt right here between the catcher and here, that's 240, but then now these all go down to whatever that is, 80 each, and then now by adding some in, I'm not overloading this belt, and then basically I could have up to 6 mushrooms feeding it, right? This one would feed 3 more splitters. No, how do I want to do that? Oh yeah, so what I'm doing basically is then I would have, again, this doesn't really work because I need more space for this stuff, but basically then the idea is this catcher would split into these. I set it up backwards, whatever. It has to go, what am I thinking? I can have up to 4 feed these, and then when I split it into 3, that's fine, and then I can have up to 3 of these, yeah, because there's 3 of these. I can have up to 3 of these coming back. Yeah, so I just need a thing in the middle. So I need to move this one by 1. That goes like this goes like that, right? So like that one can feed back into here, and then I can have a second system that would feed back into here. What am I doing? So my biggest issue, so this is really 2.5. This 50% thing is kind of funky, or this little, 1/6 of your belt's coming back, and this I would need. But then basically what's happening here is this one goes into an elevator, and then this one just feeds into that, and then this would be an elevator that goes like this, and then like this. Okay, so this is how I basically can have 4 of these mushroom setups. 4 mushroom setups could feed this. Each one of these would be fed evenly. The biggest thing I want to do is not waste logs, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to say it's okay to operate a little bit less optimally. And then basically all of this gets duplicated, right? So the first priority is the bottom level, the second priority would be the second story, So for now, I'm just going to put it over here, and then basically these get combined. I'll go this direction. This is just a prototype on the ground for now. I'll figure out how to combine these and condense it later, but that goes like that. I don't... it's so annoying. Unless I put it in backwards. I put it in backwards, that's why. I'm like, the belts tell you, man. You just gotta listen to your belts. Okay. So the idea here is basically, but I'm getting two catapults here. One catapult is enough for... No, I do need that. So these, I'm just double checking my math because I can basically, this is 120, 240. 240 is not quite enough to max one of these out. Sorry, this. So, because it's really 240 plus another 60 of gears. So really I can take up to 300 per minute. And I would take a little bit extra, so 300 per minute. Let me do some math over on the side. So, if 1/6 equals 60, I could really do 360 per minute per this guy, right? So technically 360, but that's way too much for a single belt. So that's kind of annoying. I almost have to split it twice. Let me think about that, because I've already split it by 3. I almost need to, but that's gonna mess up the math. I need this to be even. Yeah, each of these is just gonna have to run at not full production. Again, the goal is, yeah, make it condense, but make it so I'm not wasting these, right? Like this is what I'm trying to avoid. There's just all of this coming out. So if I can make it to where this is the only thing, besides some advanced fertilizer, this is the only thing feeding one of these, and it's very condensed, I can make this work. So technically, to make one of those Jupiters work here, I could feed it with 360, and then 60 per minute would come back. But technically this belt can't do 360. I could, if I had 3 belts already, but I would need to, yeah, this is what messes it up, because I need it to come into here and then divide this 1/6, because I want these to be equally balanced so nothing backs up. So that's why this is 100% critical to this design. And then this can basically max out at 240. So this belt will max out at 240. That's going to be my bottleneck. And then it's going to feed any extra up to here. That'll be 240. The math here will work out perfectly. It won't be max for Jupiter, but it'll divide perfectly. So I think that's what's going to happen. This will just max out at 240. And then I just need to make sure these don't max out at 240. So again, if I start from here and I have 2 feeding it, that's 240, but that'll get divided down to 80. This will have 240, that gets divided down to 80. Again, if the mushrooms are running full speed. If it's not, that's okay, because these will be perfectly balanced. So 240 by 80, so this becomes 160. 160 will basically combine. It's going to overload the belt, so 160 times 3 is going to be too much, because 240 and 240 is 480. But 160 will come into here. These belts are going to get backed up, and then it'll start to feed the second story. So this will be 240. 240 divided by 6, you know, is 120. Then a third is 40. So 40 will come back. And then what did I say? This is 160, so that'll be 200 here. And that's fine. 200 will feed this, and then it'll have extra, even more extra, that'll come up here and overload this one. And then basically I can probably do it so I don't need this. And then essentially what happens is now this, let me delete this. This will have to belt over, but this will come here, and then these will get belted over, kind of like this assembly. If I can copy these and to rotate it, oh, whatever. It's whatever. It gets the idea. Oopsie. Nope, no, come on. 60, rotate. And then that gets fed back in, right? Like that's my offshoot. Again, it's a lot of spaghetti. And then let me think about the math again. So I have enough to really feed 2 systems. But yeah, there's enough to feed 2 systems. But it's gonna get dropped down to 240. So 240 will drop down to 160, and then 60 extra comes in, 60 extra. So I will want a third one of these because there's going to be extra, and I need to make sure there's extra capacity. Basically, this can feed 2, but because I'm taking 60 off and 60 off, those 120 would eventually go up to a third level. So I essentially need to have another set of these. Let's move. I have a little bit of extra space here, so let's move from here back. Let's do this. Let's make sure it goes like this, and then I want to, yep, we'll just go like that. That works. And then what I've got to do, let's combine these back. This one goes this way, this one goes that way. This one goes this way, this one goes this way. Essentially, I need 3 more of these filters. And then how am I doing this? Basically, I need 3 more, and I can back-to-back it. So I can move, let's move this first. So this, what am I doing? I want this to basically come over here. And I can do that. Let's see. So that feeds that, and then I need to move basically this stuff down a bit, because I need a little bit of space. Those will come down here. Yes, and then I need a little bit more lab stands, so I'm going to need 2 more of these. Yep, that should work. And then basically these will get copied or cut and put down here. And now I can copy these, F to copy. Yep, so now the gold is down here, so that will feed the second one. And now the third one will basically feed one of its own. So this will be out at the bottom and at the top. And then these get combined into one factory. And then I will eventually need to put a line back in from the third level. Again, this is kind of just I need to feed the belt in the direction it's going. Yep, and then this will feed a third one of my spaghetti monsters. Spaghetti monster. It doesn't really matter. I'll pull this one just because the line is a little bit cleaner. Pull this, and then third spaghetti monster. And I guess technically what I can do here to keep these belts a little bit more simple is this belt can come this way, and then this one is 1/6, so I can feed this one back around. So this will come this way, and then this one will go into this thing over here. This will be in at the bottom, out at the top, and that will feed from here. Okay. So technically, this would work, right? Obviously, it doesn't look pretty, and I've got to figure out even just one of these inside of there, but essentially, I could have 3 inputs. One for, what is it, pulleys? One for pulleys, one for gears, which is that stuff back there. Or no. This one, sorry. This one is for gears. That one would feed this over here. And then this one, the last one, basically just feeds the Jupiter directly. So it'll just shoot out the front, go directly to the Jupiter. You know, this output eventually will go to a Jupiter, and then those gears will probably come around the other way and feed the Jupiter. And then this assembly basically lets me up to 4 of these mushroom production systems. So I can have 4 mushroom production systems. And then all of the planks will get shot into these, 2 into this, 2 into this. And then this will perfectly divide everything down. And then I basically have feedback loops. So there's a little bit extra. This is just a recap, right? So I might make a short video out of this, or a smaller video out of this section. But basically this area in here is absolutely critical for the division, so this will make it so that basically you need 5 streams. You need 100, basically the Jupiter directly and the pulleys take twice as much throughput as the gears. So if you divide it into 6, then you have gears, you have enough for Jupiter directly, you have enough for pulleys, and that math will work 100% of the time, perfect every time. None of this will get backed up. And then the extra throughput basically gets fed into the beginning before it gets priority divided. Very excited. I am happy I thought about this, because I was trying to think of how to make this condensed. And then how can I feed it from planks alone? All right, are we profitable? 270, 282.6, 282.6 versus 224.2. Very profitable. All right, let's do our little teleport magic again. Check our mission. Okay, this is lots of money. Yeast is upstairs. Transformation I have down here. And upstairs. Let's just go upstairs, grab all of this. I will pen it just to make sure I get the right amount. Yeast is over here if I have a little extra, which I knew was gonna... Oh, I do have some extra. Okay, fortunately, this is oversupplied, and then the mushroom powder is what I don't have, so if it were to ask for mushroom powder, what I gotta do, I gotta change this box, because I do want to make sure I get some mushroom powder. Or is those mushrooms? Oh, those are just mushrooms. This is mushroom powder. Okay, I do have some backed up there. Oh yeah, I did that on purpose, because I can start to sell mushroom powder, or gloom spores, whatever. I can sell gloom spores, so I might start actually plumbing. I might put a splitter. No, yeah, I'll put a splitter and make sure I get like a medium box. I may want to have maybe a small box. I may have a small box worth, and then if there's any extras, it'll go into there. All right, what do we need? We need transformation potions, which are these things, but I didn't put any storage up here. All my storage is downstairs. Okay, that's okay. I'll grab one of these. Ooh, we are close. The next 2 more, so later today in the game it will... Oh, and transformation potions. I'll have another research point. And then that's this big box right here underneath this. Why? Oh, because I'm full and it didn't tell me. I really need that audible, hey, your inventory's full. I gave you the same little thunk, but that didn't mean what you think it means. Okay, so let's grab a Jupiter. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess I could have done my teleportation magic again, but alright, there's some more money. We definitely have enough money for properties. Okay, feel good about this. I need to go eat breakfast, work out. I'll be back. And YouTube magic. I'll be back in a couple seconds. Alright, I am back. Yeah, not sure which day of the week you'll be watching this, but Friday afternoon, had a good day at work. Go to play some games. Okay, so yeah, we just turned in this quest. Basically, for this behind-the-scenes video, I'd like to clean this up a little bit, and then I might turn this video into a more, hey, here's how to do proper Jupiter setup, you know, so I might edit this video a little bit different to make a Jupiter-specific one, but... So I think what I want to do, because I like this bottom layer, and then I can put... I guess I do, because this is really nearly done, except for, as I was talking about, right now, this is my input, and then my output, because these are 2, 4, 6, and I think I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 exactly, so I may have to do like a double elevator. I think that might work, or maybe it takes like a stand for me to get the output, because the output's in the middle, so I don't know if I'll be able to get the output here and elevator it down, or lab stand it and then elevator it, or maybe I have to go up, and going up might be easy. So generally it's figured out. Let's move my pieces. I want to give myself a little bit of room. Okay, that's good. Don't complain. Okay, now let's move this one. Yeah, I'll put it here, and then I'm going to move all of this over. I just want to give myself a little bit of room on this build area. Want these to be out of the way. Good, let's put these over here. Alright, so Spaghetti Monster is what I'm calling this. So my Spaghetti Monster is crazy to try to compact this down. Like I said before, it's mostly to remind myself, but this area here is critical. Basically this little rectangle, and then the belts coming off of there aren't as critical, and they can be shortened up a little bit, so I may be able to fit some of that in here, but I feel like this is going to be a little bit longer. Ideally I keep it not too much wider, but I don't mind, I guess, if it's a little bit longer. And then I can cannon in fertilizer, and then my wood will come from wherever I set up mushrooms. But I wanna work on this. So last time I was saying I only need 3 of these, I believe. So let's go double check the math on all of this, if I can parkour my way over here. So again, I think these are all each 5, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then each of these is 20, so 3 of those is 60. So that part's accurate. And then the belts for these will be simple, so they feed in, and then just divide by 3. So that'll be, again, if I look at my Spaghetti Monster, one of, that's gear production. Gear production is just this little 1/6 arm over here. Okay, so that's input. From there, I basically feed, those are big gears. Big gears get fed here. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was saying I could make this 6 tall by putting 1 on each one of these, because these are 20, this is 20. This belt magic here is perfect, so basically I just want to copy this, and let me see what I can put over it. So I don't think these will work unless I put an extra space. They work like this, but they don't work over 2 of these. And then you end up with that extra gap there. So, and I think it's 1 higher than it needs to be. So let's do this. I'll put, I gotta see which beam will work here. I think this will work. Let's, oopsie. Go. There, yeah. That's a lot of advanced fertilizer. Very nice to see. Okay, let's look at beams. So, not that one, but these will work perfectly, actually. So, okay, so that will work. And then, how do I want to elevator all of these up? I basically need, I was thinking I wish you could just have like 1 elevator with multiple stops on the way up, but okay, let me take these off for now. I could elevator from one side, I think most likely. So obviously the bottom one can just go directly in. And then what I think I'd do is 2nd story, probably like this, or because that's where the beam will be, and then there's a little gap right here for that to go in. And the 3rd one I think is a double elevator. And then I think these are 5 wide, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. So I could fit that over here potentially. I think that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so 5 wide. But now it's getting kind of long because I'm gonna have another elevator, this, and then another one basically, I think like that. Or that probably has to be taller. I think like this, and it might even be taller than that, but basically that'll feed the 2nd story, this will feed the 3rd story, and then I copy this on top of the stand. So let me copy this, whatever, copy. So that's my setup. Let's remove some of this, make some space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8, 9, 10, 10's not too bad. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that kind of matches this lengthwise. Spaghetti monster. Well, actually, each of these, so this is just a feeder system, so I can collapse this down on itself, and then I just need basically one spaghetti monster this way, one spaghetti monster that way, and then another one that way. And then this will be the supply, and then I'll basically be able to star 3 Jupiters off of this. So most likely I'll take this upstairs and fix it up there, because I have a lot more room up there with nothing in the way. So I might take that up there. And then as far as how much space it takes up, I mean, ideally I think I want to make these narrow and long, and then I can kind of do this in the middle, because this generally is going to be kind of skinny, right? This is going to be maybe 1 to 2. Right, like if you see where I'm standing, this area right here is already pretty skinny. And it won't be too hard for me to adjust this to basically move this spaghetti monster to the other side. So this one feeds this way, I can move this one here. I should always do this button, or this button. Like this one over here will point this direction, you know, to point that way, and then I move that one over there, that spaghetti monster basically on this side. And these builds are kind of skinny, like this is still pretty wide, but if I put this setup back here, and then I can just belt in fertilizer like this, I mean, I'd probably just do that to get fertilizer in. And I'll cannon it in from a line somewhere, or from down here I can cannon it up. I don't know where I'm going to set this up, but I do want to make this nice and compact. And then, as a reminder, these are my outputs. Yep, that goes to the second story. Okay, let's start putting some lab stands down, and I just want to get that belt to fix itself for a second. Okay. I always yell at myself for doing small stand or big stands, but I do find a little bit more value in seeing through here, so I know I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit. Okay, now this one I can put up here, and then output wise I'll figure that out. I may need one more stand, or I'll just have to do a series of these, transform, rotate, basically like that, and then, yeah, so it's getting either that, or I should bring them this way. That's right, because I already have these here, so I can bring these top ones down. No, don't do that. Okay, so these will produce 30, 60, 612, 180 max. 180 is more than a single belt can do, so that's no issue. Bring these this direction, and then now I can lab these down. So I'm still gonna, I think, double lab stand this one. So this one I'm gonna put a little guy down, and basically this will get, I'm gonna delete it, this belt where I'm placing it down, but I need it to go like that. Delete this one, that's going to be for the third story, and then this one will be a double downer. Goes down like that, goes down like that, and then once I put the third story, I'll just have it come out like this. I think it's that level. I'll fix it if not, but I think that's the right level. So those go out. And then now to get these up, I messed those up. So, that one's the double. Yeah, this one's supposed to be one taller, so yeah, I didn't quite get the height correct. So this will be in the, yep, I gotta go one higher for that. And this will be one higher as well, but then this one will go like this. Fix yourself, dude. Okay, so that's working. These will get fed in. And then this next one will go, I could just do like I'm doing over there, and then I don't need to do a double, I just do a little lab stand, and then basically put my lab stands down. So that's looking good, I like it. So this is nice and compact, and then all small gears coming out, getting combined. This one's coming down, doing a little loop, going down that way. I almost want to grab some gears real quick just to test it, make sure it's working. Yeah, I'm excited to get this all fixed. I'll put in the rest of the floor, and maybe I build it over here, because I feel like I'm going to need more mushrooms for stuff. There's a reason I'm doing this, I just forget what it is right now, so we'll look at it here in a little bit. I'm going to grab some of these, I'll feed these in. Yeah, this one's going to have extras. I mean, I can just take some from here too. It'll catch up, I'm not worried. Okay. I just wanna feed some in, make sure it's working. So let's just feed some in, make sure we get some out at the bottom. I'll split it. I don't need to send a whole bunch. These just work by the magic of springs inside. It's magic, man. I just want to see some. Yep, there we go. Spitting them out. Blah, 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 blah. And they should all come down here. Very, very nice. Excellent. Okay. That's good. Alright, I'll just need to keep doing this. Let's take all your gears, man. Alright. That's looking good. I'll pick up this box. Lab stands. So we'll do big lab stand. Oh, little lab stands. Big lab stands. Oh, big lab stands. Number 9. Oh no. Yep, I'll have to raise these up one. That's fine. I was guesstimating, and I guesstimated wrong. Yeah, so these all... I always forget about this layer of blocks or whatever. So big lab stand, 3. This is going out at the bottom and at the top. And then this one in at the top and at the bottom, number 3. And at the bottom... Oh, that's not where I want it. Alright, let's see our profits. Let's go do a mission. Yeah, still not maxed out at 800, that's alright. Yeah, I'm not selling the next one either. Those extra mushrooms. That's part of this assembly, is I could be making those mushrooms to make the gloom spores to sell in the little portal. But let's see, 380, basically 382 versus 226. Very, very nice. Like to see it. Should end up quite the day came before I was able to get it up. Oh, and I didn't turn it around. All right, 3rd time's a charm. Well, this is like the 5th time I'm making this specific elevator. Okay, lab stand. And oh yeah, because I have a little gap there. And then yep, it should be my BR build recent latest. Nope, and then that's this side. Oh, place it. Did it place everything down? Yes, looks like it. And now belts. And of course, did I do this wrong? Probably. Yeah, in at the bottom, out at the top. This thing's as tall as me. Okay, so that's good. I can just look at it eye level. It's kind of nice. Okay, and then we gotta fix these. So now these go this way into there, and then that'll drop straight onto that belt. I kind of feel like I should test this one as well. Just throw some gears in there. I just need a few. It'll split them a couple per, but I think that's still enough. I think it spits them out no matter what. Yeah, every batch, you know, one big gear makes a whole bunch of little gears. Go all the way down, go into the box. Good job. Most excellent. So yeah, if I put some planks in, let's just test the full thing, because it's not gonna get messed up too much. Oh, I got a trash can full of these. Well, I think it clears out every day. Oh yeah, we gotta go check our mission. Let's do this final test real quick, and then I don't really need one of these, but I've got some extra planks. We'll just make sure it works. I'll fill up this box pretty quick. So, yep, those are going through. This is chewing them up. It's already spitting them out. They're going everywhere. Excellent. And then let's crouch and look at this bottom level. Make sure we see gears coming out. Yep, I just spit them out. There's some spitting out of that one. That one's processing. Yep, just spit them out. Okay. It's looking good. That is a very nice assembly. I like it. Okay. And I don't need to process all of that. Okay. That's basically everything for those. So that's a very nice condensed version of this spaghetti this one's not even really spaghetti monster, but that's a little bit of a lot going on. I had a feeling, I was like, maybe I should just grab one, hedge my bets. Alright, let's go grab a Jupiter. Let's make sure we have space in our inventory. And I think we probably threw one in here, yeah, so I should have some more research. So I probably have 3 points, 2 points. Excellent. Alright, let's grab one of those. It's in my inventory. Some steel gears. I have exactly the right number of steel gears. What do you know? Oh, no, I don't. It just shows me 40 over 40 on the right. That's confusing. I was like, it's crazy. I have just 40 gears. Alright, there's some more money. I feel like I can maybe buy property and build out. Maybe I'll buy those over there. But I don't think I need this space. I think there's enough room. Can I even buy these? I think these are houses. I can't buy those. The only ones I can buy, yeah, because that's the shop. Or, where's the shop? The shop's... I don't know where the shop is, but yeah, that one's super cheap. Let's buy that. Well, comparatively, right? Some of the ones we were looking at were like, whoa. It's crazy. Okay, and then I think building-wise, yeah, we can't go in the street, obviously. I don't know. This is a distraction. All right, I gotta go finish this. This episode's. I mean, a lot of my episodes recently have been kind of long, but this one's getting there. But I do want to come up with this nice design. So, fertilizer in, and then for this, yeah, let's start stacking this stuff up. So, I'll put this because what am I gonna do? Yeah, I think most likely, like what I was talking about, that we'll just get tacked on back here, like lengthwise. If I do that, do I want to? I could maybe. See, yeah, don't do that. Nope, gotta get my angle correct. I could. I can't really mess up with this, but let's do this for now. Copy it. So the other thing I could do is I can go like this, and then that will compact it this way a little bit more. Kind of like that idea. Let's do that, and then let me clean up a few of these belts just to make sure. Go this way into those. That's much more compact because 1, 2. Oh no, I can't do that. Because I need 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need that space. That's right. 4, 5, 6. That's right. That's the whole reason I had those was to. I still might do this, and then that'll free up the middle area a little bit more. I think. I don't remember where this was, but I think what I'm gonna do is try to fit those in here. And then, doesn't really matter which, I guess I could feed the wood this way. No, I already have it set up like this. Do I want to flip everything around? That would be a huge pain in the ass. I don't need this. Everything's working. Yep, this is working. Just pick all that up. What I'm thinking about here is... Actually, no, because I think I was going to turn this sideways. What is this? That's 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's just one wider, because I'm going to have this like this. Okay, I think that's reasonable to try to fit these in here. And then I could have my wood basically... Oh yeah, the wood supply is just going to be these things, so I just need to have one of these belts will go directly into the Jupiter, and then I just need to connect the output of these guys into the Jupiter. That's pulleys, and then the output of this into Jupiter. So if I think about Spaghetti Monster this way, so if I have Spaghetti Monster feeding planks on this side, I'll have one belt of just planks. Oopsie. I'll have one belt of just planks coming down the outside, and then I'll have one plank, or that one of those will feed this, which I could put on this side, and then these will be over here, and those will get fed by the third belt. Okay, I like this. So I think I want to try to collapse all of this into this area. I just got 3 wide, but this really needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of like the others. I sort of need it to be 5 wide, so I can't quite squeeze it into 3. 4, 5 will stick out a couple belts, and then there'll just be a little bit of a gap. I think most likely then we're going to build up, because I'd rather have this tall, and then maybe I put the plant on the very top and I just feed it down. So let's start with this. I'm going to put this stuff on here. So oh yeah, I got to put, it'll be my last recipe right there. Yep, okay. Build, recent, and then I just gotta rotate it this way. Okay, now for supports, I think what I said was, or I think I sized it up correctly, or, oh, that's right, I had to go out by 1, so I'm gonna end up with extra supports out here, and then from there, basically these go like that, and then I can do some, or do I do short ones and then tall ones? Because these are kind of blocking my view. So would I rather have short ones on the bottom? Yeah, I'd rather have short ones on the bottom and then tall ones on top of that. And then I can put these beams. I may need to go grab some more steel. It's weird, it like gives you one side of the beam. No, I got enough steel. Those are 50 each. Okay, so that's level 1. Dude, that looks so sturdy. I haven't used those steel beams before like that. I probably should double check. So yeah, I gotta raise this up 1. I did the same thing. So 3. This will be output. Turns to input. And I need a lab stand, small one here. This will be, this will be input, bottom, output, top. And then now we can bring this over, and I'll figure out how to connect the middle. So this should be like that. Yes. Then yeah, I can do that, and that can get me up to the next level. And then what I might do is, yeah, I don't want to try to really fit anything into this space. That's just going to be wasted. I think that's fine. And then maybe I'll just have a gap. Oh no, I could. What's the size of this? 1, 2. No, because I need this stuff to go up on the 3rd floor, and then I might be able to just put this plant up on the 3rd floor. If I do that, I can feed it from this side, and I can access these belts to change it to just feed from the outside. I could also feed it down here, bring it around. So I think, because I also have space over here, so I could feed it. Well, there's this gap. I think that's why I was thinking of this. So sink right there, and then if I have the plant up top, I'm just gonna plan for this right now. So this essentially will be up top. And then I need to redo, I don't want to redo all of those belts. No, definitely don't do that. So we'll redo these belts right here. For now, we're going to go like this to make sure I connect into both of those. And then from here, they'll connect into that. And then let's clear that out. Okay, perfect. So now I can get these plants down the big elevator and wrap around. And then this makes it super clean, so I can copy this and basically put it right here. But for now, let's put down So we need little stands. I'm gonna do little stands first, and then we do big stands and some big stands. But let's make sure I'm getting, so the output then it'll be, do I want to, so I'm thinking, because I probably want to bring it, no, I kind of like the idea in the middle. I bring it up the middle and then I split it left and right. I like that idea. And then I still need to bring wood in. I can bring wood in and wrap it around. I'm not too worried about that. I think there's going to be enough room to bring wood up here and over. Thinking. I'm just going to test something real quick. Size. Because what is that? That's this one. That's that one. 5. Yeah, this one's not enough to bridge it. Okay, not too worried about that. So, okay, all right. Let's take a look. Probably I'm gonna need to climb up, get it started. That is one too high. That's good to know. Okay, let's just do this. Yep. So, one set of big lab stands is all I need. Why did I have to do that? Oh, because I was off the ground floor, so I needed one for getting off the ground floor, and then just 2. What? Those lab stands are 3 tall? Did I know that? What? It looks 3 tall, like 1, 2, 3, but I think it's only 2 tall, right? Yeah, the spacing of those little brackets is throwing me off. I'm like, what is... Alright, okay. So we can... And that means I'm off by 1. Again. Okay, so this will get rebuilt. This is going out at the bottom and at the top. And then I'll put this plant up there first, because I kind of need it in this corner. I almost need a little step stool to get up on my freaking thing. It's awesome. Okay, so we'll squeeze this over here, and then I'll fix the belt by deleting it and fixing it. So that's that belt. Yeah, that's gonna not necessarily mess it up, but what I'm thinking now, because I'll have a supply up the middle of that, and then I can bring wood over here, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so I can fit these grinders. So what I'm thinking, actually, yeah. Let's just do this. If I have enough room, and then that's gonna be a little unfortunate. No. Yeah, because I would have to go like this, and then we'll have to do a little special wraparound. No, that still doesn't work. I would have to come from the middle and go that way. Okay. So this one, this, and then this one. I still think I want that over there, and then that one will get flipped. That one's on the outside. So what I can do is, so whatever material I decide, so probably wood will come this way. So I'll bring wood up from, yeah, I'm breaking my, like, outside thing, but, oh, into the middle. Yeah, so wood will go there, and then I'll have to think about that. Yeah, there's just not quite enough room up here. It's close, but we'll see. Okay. A little less bandages today, but we should be just as profitable. So yeah, we're over 330, 340, 140 silver in profit. Very, very nice. Okay. So yeah, the hard part is I need wood here, and then I'll need it over there. But what's gonna be the best way? Maybe I lift up these two, and then I can bring wood under and then up. But then I would have to bring... This is tricky with this plant up here. There's just not quite enough room with the plant. So maybe I'll take the plant off up here and we can put it out here. So I think for now we'll take the plant. So let's take this off for now. I can always go up another level. All of these are going to be too high. I'll have to see if the cannon can reach up here, but I could just raise this up, or I could put a lab stand over one of these, and then that might work too. Okay, so I think the better strategy will be to basically redo these so that they're next to each other. So I'll probably still do it like this, and then the output of these is going to go down there. Okay, they don't need to be this far apart, but I do want a gap in the middle, and then I can, not really much good reason, I'll just move these over by one, and then I think that'll be fine. So the thought process here is that a big one? That's a little stand. There we go. Because these are the outputs, and then I need a belt. Basically, this is one input, and then the other input is wood. Wood, again, I'll bring up probably from the outside, unless I try to because I think I have room over here, so I could run a belt underneath. And do I want to turn these around? I kind of do want to turn these around because the supply side is right here. And then I could bring wood planks underneath. Again, I don't know if I need to make it that compact. I could put a whole bunch of little stands down, and then I could have my wood belts come through. So what I'm thinking, because if you remember, my grinder stopped there and I had some extra space. I almost want to go back to my video, but I think that's fine. I think I can bring a belt through this gap right here, like this, basically. Yeah, so all of those are just straight arrows. They're not running into anything else. So let's do this. We will turn these around, cut, rotate, and then I have space. I don't necessarily. I need room to drop down elevators, because this is gonna get belted up, and then it'll get split left and right, and then drop down into elevators. And then the wood, what I think I want to do, that one has to be there. This is not that critical, but I kind of, it's gonna break it. I would like to get my perfect division, so I think what I'll do, because I have room, I'm gonna move all this up one more. Let's move this up one more. So I'm trying to get this as perfect as possible with all of the belt divisions. So output can come down, and then I'm gonna get rid of that for now, because I'm gonna probably have my output over there. Now for the belt division, it's gonna be wood, and then I need it to split 50%, so it'll go like this. I probably could have kept those closer, actually. Yeah, I think that's fine. I can bring these closer, and then and then that gives me a little bit of room to basically, I can do this. Dude, why do these belts, man? They're kind of frustrating sometimes. Why do you want to do that? Don't. My goodness. Alright, I think I just need to bring an elevator up. So, in at the bottom, and then out right here. That'll fix it. Okay, so that's a 50% division. It'll come over here, and then it'll do its division like this. That doesn't really matter. That's fine. And then this one will have elevator, again, coming up to, it's hard to see, but this layer. And then we need lab stands over to there, and then lab stands over to the end, and then belts will come that way, and it'll come this way. If I can turn around, yep, okay. Now these get transformed. It'll go in at the bottom, in from the top, out at the bottom, in at the top. There we go. I'm like, something's backwards there. copy and paste because these are the right direction. Okay, so that's good. And then what I'm thinking here is basically, because I need my wood to get fed in from over here, and then the idea is basically that's all my output. So the output for these will go, where's the actual output? Over there? I don't know. There we go. You can't see. Over here. And then I'll have it come out over here. So out. Okay. That will work. Do I need to... I kind of want to leave that space open, so we're gonna do a little bit of trickery. So I think what's helpful is when I can do this so the belt knows where it needs to go. Let me put down a step stool because I can't see. Okay. And then it's not interfering with anything else. And then I do another one right here for my output. Very nice and compact. So that's one output. And then I think I set it up so where I still have enough room to basically put this on the corner. That's fine, I can still put it there. That just simplifies it, and then I can put a plant up here, and I think I need, because I think this is 3x3. I'm just going to use this for sizing, yeah. Let's do the real thing real quick. Yeah, that fits on there perfectly, so then I need big stand and little and it fell off. I need my step stools. Big stand. And what am I out of? I'm out of nails. Hey. Heyo. Alright, let's go. I need some supplies to keep building. And I'm not gonna teleport. I'm already down here. Let's check our mission for the day. Bulk orders. Love those. I just need some bricks. Got everything else on me. Bricks are in a nice little square box right here. That's enough. That's good money. That's like paid for one of those buildings I just bought. This is turning out very, very nice. I am really, really happy with this work. Except you need step stools to get up here, but that's okay. I like it. Alright, we're just gonna put another step stool down. I need my step stools. I got one there. I need to build ladders just to access my cool builds. Okay. Whoa, don't fall off. It's freaking out there, man. Freaking out, man. And then I'm gonna need 2 over here. I guess I can make these tall. Make them tall. I need, make a little one and a tall one. And then we can put in the elevator. So elevator will be in at the bottom. So that's in at the bottom, rotate it that way, so that should turn blue. I can't really see it. And then we should be able to copy this guy. I'm a teleoperator, you guys. Okay, now the test is, how does a cannon connect to that? Can a cannon from a short enough distance? Yeah, that's good. Okay, I don't necessarily need to go test more than that. But I probably should test this assembly. So very compact, very, very nice. So my output of gears, this is all crazy, super dense. Basically 120, up to 120 gears per minute. You know, it's basically, or no, sorry, 60 gears per minute. Is that the right amount? Yeah, 60 gears. But it takes 120 planks to make 60 gears. I'm not going to go through the math, but well, I guess it's just right here. Yeah, all of that process, I don't know, I feel like I'm losing my mind for a second. Yeah, all of this is just to make rope. 30, 60 rope, 60 rope feeds 3 of these, or 4 of these, 60, and then you need 120 planks. So these bottom 2 layers, well technically there's 3 layers. That bottom 1 by, the next 2 by, the next 2 by, and that top one is all just to make rope. And then that rope comes out the middle, kind of see those, and then it feeds, comes into the second story, and it feeds the assemblers. Can I jump up on this corner? There we go. Comes out there, and it feeds these. So that works perfectly. And then I have it so that these get output. They circle around. There's the output there. Try not to fall off my contraption. And they go into, I have a little, oh, I fell off still. And then it goes into the, oh yeah, sorry, it loops around. And then I have a little double elevator here. So it goes into this little elevator and then into that elevator. And that's my output of gears. For the other input, you have to have planks. And planks just will come in through this feeder belt. This feeder belt's going to run underneath this assembly. So I'm going to raise this all up by 1. Because I won't have issues with vertical height, so I'll put some stands down. That'll feed, basically, that comes straight into this elevator. And then that elevator feeds the bottom level. You can almost see it. Here we go, I'll stand up. So that feeds this bottom level right here of these assemblers. Which, if I can jump up here properly, basically it perfectly divides. So it divides in half. And then it feeds these. It comes over here and it divides in half again and it feeds those. So that's perfectly balanced. And then, by the way, this feeder is perfect as well. Divides in half. This technically is it divides in half. That belt's just a little bit longer, but as far as input, this is going to be perfectly balanced. So all 4 of these, you know, as long as you get your supply in the middle, or you got to have a little bit of extra space like I do for this one to divide there before going to those 2. So, yep, all of that division is perfect. And then same thing in these layers. It comes into the middle, and then it divides in half. And it divides in thirds, I guess. Oh, no, what is that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, because there's 3 of those. So, yeah, it divides in thirds perfectly. So, you use the divide by 3 magic, and that'll divide perfectly. Yeah. So you just have to have 1 more belt space to do the divide by 3. Okay. Anyway. Alright, let's put down some these cool stands. I don't use that often. So these. And then I'm going to need it to be basically 2 wide plus an extra 1. And then extra of these short versions. Okay, so that's my platform for this, and then the wood, that's my output of gears, so that I could, if I do this right, where's my input? The input's on the left. I can, if I turn it that way, okay, so what I want to do is we're going to adjust these, and then that's going to break this. I don't want to take all of this down. If I knew I was going to do this, I could have built in a little elevator here to take it, because it's going to get raised up 1. But I got belts everywhere. I mean, there's a slot over here I could feed the output. Just thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, so that... Alright, let's just put it up there, and then I'll figure out how I want to do this, but okay, so I need to cut. Oh, that's not good. I should have checked. Oh, that's not good at all. Not good at all. Oh man, that's I'm gonna have to go back to a save, I think. Because there's something's gonna be broken in there. Alright. Pause. Alright. I think luckily I was just doing my explanation, so I jumped back a few minutes in the recording. Yeah, so I still have these here. I didn't put any of my panels down, so we just backed up a couple minutes as far as gameplay goes. I'll probably leave it as a lesson. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll build these, those. Alright, so I need to drop a lot of inventory, organize. Yeah, there's like all of this money on me. That stuff can just go away, go away, go away to those. Yeah, this'll help. This'll help quite a bit. Okay. I'll put those in there. Put some of this stuff that's not necessarily used and what I'm building behind me. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Alright, let me do another... Alright, let's move this up on top of my stands. Inventory should be much cleaner, and I got a checkpoint. Okay, that's good. So now I have wood coming in on the left, which I kind of like, because my other wood is that belt right there. So I'm just going to do it like this, and then my output, it's fine. It's a little bit out of... I couldn't get it exactly perfect. If I would have designed it better, I could have factored in a lab stand right there, but I don't want to take everything off, put it back, and risk messing stuff up. So I'll just go like this, and this will be my other output. So gears, sorry, pulleys is this one. This one is gears, and then I have planks. Basically, yeah, I have one extra spot here, so I can feed planks through here, and then this will just come all the way through. And now I can put down the crown jewel. Where is it at? The shaper. Okay. Rotate, rotate. That'll go like this. That'll go like that. Excellent. So we've got straight planks coming in on this side. So that'll be 120 per minute. This is getting pulleys, which is getting fed by planks right here at 120 per minute. This side is gears, which is right here, which is going to get fed, where's it at? Right here with... Oh, I gotta do it over here. Yeah, I could put it here. I kind of like the idea of it being in line, at least this way. And I can fix these belts right here. So this will get fed by planks right here. That's why. Okay, we're gonna fix that as well. No, why are you doing that? I can't quite see, and I don't want to delete that. Yeah, don't connect to that one. Just okay. We're gonna have to do this slightly different because I need a lab stand to make this work. So I have to have the belt come like this, and then it won't try to connect. I don't even think there's anything back there to connect to, but yeah, I don't even know why it was doing that. I just don't like when those belts do that. See, like that? I don't know. The day ended. All right, let's see what our expenses looked like. So I imagine this is slowing down because I'm not getting advanced fertilizer, like it's converted all my basic fertilizer maybe, but so we keep increasing. So that's now 430, 442. So we're well over 260 silver profit. It's very nice. Okay, I don't know, maybe they'll fix that bug. I don't like that belt is splitting like that. I might need to feed some logs into here. The other thing I didn't really think about, this is probably such an expensive thing to build. Let's save it. So to finish that thought, and oh, that's why it's freaking out, I think, because I didn't have it done correctly. There we go. That's a visual clue. Note to self. And I've said this before, but I don't take my own lesson. If your belt looks funny, it's because something is wrong. That was the case. I had my elevator backwards. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. So these are my 3 belts that get fed from the spaghetti monster. Belt 1, belt 2, belt 3 will all feed into these. I can maybe spread them out, but I can somewhat combine these after... You know, there's ways to sort of combine that, but let's see. So this is all basically, how do I do this? Confirm. Oh, it's not too bad. It's 1,000 planks. Yeah, I think I can hold all that in my inventory. So save blueprint. D-E-N-N-C-E, dense. I forget the math off the top of my head, so when I was doing the math, basically we're sort of feeding it So we're feeding it 240 planks from a mushroom thing, but it gets divided down. This build goes with the spaghetti monster plank divider. That's not how you spell divider. Divider. Okay. Oh, I probably want to update. That's not the right thing. Let me edit. I feel like I need to export it. This is gonna be like a Cyan level 3 build, and this will be for Jupiter's. Confirm. Okay, there we go. We get a nice crazy dense. This stuff's extra. Okay, that's extra, dude. Look how compact that is. So that's just over one of these little tiles wide. That's 10 wide plus my little oops there, so 11 wide. I probably could have gotten that to... Oh, you know what I see? You know what I see? It's still blocked right there because I could move because I need that to go underneath. Is there a way to do this? I could have those come down, and then I would have to... how would I do that? This one would have to go on top, but I would have to come out by a couple. I think I could do it. It's worth a quick thought experiment. So there's room here, and because I had to extend this all out by one anyway. So basically, I'm gonna do this where it comes out, goes in, but then nope. I gotta do even more because I need. That's a visual delay. I need it to be one more because I need this belt from this elevator. This elevator is going to go out at the bottom, and then it'll go. That's the wrong direction. I need it to go, yeah, out at the bottom. Can I see that direction? So that can feed down, and then it'll circle around underneath. So rotate. I think I messed it up. 3 comes out at the bottom, in at that level.
Yeah.
Why can't I get this belt to... Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I found a way. I just had to look at this a little bit more. So it's almost like I planned for this. So now this can go. Dude, that is awesome. That's so cool. The little things, man. This is such a cool design. Okay, so again, that's my only little oopsie, is this one sticks out. Otherwise, it's less than 2 tiles long. I mean, I guess it's still 2 tiles if I move it down by 1. So 2 tiles long, and then 10 wide, which is two blocks, 2 squares over. I like it. Okay. Now what I should do is, for now, I can just take this extra plank and, well, I gotta put a spaghetti monster down so I can take some of my spaghetti monster. Yeah, I feel like I should work on this over here. Where do I got mushrooms? I've got mushrooms here. I can cannon these over that direction, and then I've got 2 mushroom things over here, so yeah, I kind of want to put this over in the corner now. Let's turn that off. Actually, see, yeah, I can just copy this, and then, okay. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very long episode, so yeah, we'll see. I might need to move this soap. I mean, I have to sort of have it here. I sort of have to have that whole... okay, I think we'll just have to call this episode here. So next episode, I gotta organize this. I gotta make this a little bit more dense. This is my spaghetti monster. This is used to feed all of the planks to... Basically, it's used so I can have 4 mushroom systems feeding this, and then this will basically feed, so 2 mushroom systems will go into each of these, and then it perfectly divides all of the planks, and it feeds 3 of these systems. These won't run quite at max throughput, but they will run perfectly balanced. So everything is done in here, so all these belts divide perfectly. So next episode we'll set that up for behind the scenes, and then I'm gonna probably make a condensed version of this whole assembly, building everything, how it all works together. So you can check out, you know, maybe that video comes out and you'll have seen that first, and then now you get to see the behind the scenes and making it. But anyway, really appreciate you guys joining. This is such a awesome, I don't know, I'm really proud of this one. So thank you all for watching. See you on the next one. Take care.